are you?
Good, you?
Good. I think we start the podcast off that way every time.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So welcome to Distant Stitches. We are Saturday, May
5th? 4th?
May the 4th. So happy May the 4th.
Oh dear. And her husband's a big Star Wars nerd too. So.
Yeah. So Distant Stitches, I'm Sue, also known as Crafty Knitter 7, but I have changed my name on Instagram to Crafty Knitter 7 Reads. So I will put that below because I'm tending to do a lot of bookstagram lately. Leanne, it's your fault.
It's always good when you can blame somebody.
Yeah, I always blame. Yeah, Leanne, she'll take the blame.
Yep. And I'm Liz, also known as Jade Knitter. Still known as Jade Knitter everywhere. I am debating changing that because I've had that for
a long time.
15 years now, 16, something like that.
But what would you change it to? Everybody knows you as Jade Knitter.
Yeah, I know. I haven't decided yet.
So this is episode 34. We said the date. ADMINY Things, where you can find us. We have a Ravelry group. We have a Ko-Fi page if you want to donate to help us.
Basically for shipping for prizes.
Shipping, yes, thanks. And we did get a donation, and you know who you are, so thank you. Instagram, we both said it. We have email, distantstitches@gmail.com. And let's just get into it.
Yep.
Coupon codes first. We have one.
We have the perpetual one from Awesome Granny. Thank you.
Awesome. Darlene, you are awesome.
Yes, you are, Darlene. And she has fabulous bags. I have several, none of which I have with me, of course, but...
Mm-hmm. I have, like, the big one that I had with the books on it. Remember the really big one she gave us at the beginning? I gave that one to Bente, but now I since have my big B one, and I have a few others.
Yep.
So, perpetual discount code
is Distant Stitches 20, and it gets you 20% off in her Etsy shop.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to start the podcast off with a giveaway announcement. And I'm sitting back because, my back hurts. So I got this bag from Penelope a while back. I'm pretty sure we showed it. This is the Yellow Petal Handmade. I'm not sure if that's focusing.
It is.
Okay, good, because I'm not being able to focus my eyes. So she sent us a bag for a giveaway. Beautiful made bags. It's got a boxed bottom. It's got several...
Yeah, I was going to say it's got...
It's got pockets inside. That's her logo there. And she is out of... Is it Newfoundland?
I think so.
I think it's Newfoundland. So Yellow Petal Handmade on... Is it Designs or Handmade? Oh, it's Handmade. Yellow Petal Handmade. Here's her card. I have, several of her bags. And I decided to put in one of these little surprise packs from Ginger Snap That. I have no idea what's in here.
Yep, we
Not a clue.
We haven't broken it open yet.
Nope. So it's going in there. And what is the prompt, Liz?
The prompt is going to be, what's your go-to summer t-shirt pattern, sweater, whatever pattern?
Link.
Needs links.
Needs links. And that can segue into, which I don't have in the show notes, Bente of Arctic Crafts has a tea time mal that started May 1st. I will link it in the show notes, and that's basically the reason I want to see all your t-shirt patterns. Like your go-tos, the ones you would knit over and over again. Simple, easy, no complicated stitches.
Stuff. Because
No
my default is to swear at the end of that sentence. So,
yep, stuffs. That is, if you heard that, if you didn't, great. But if you did, my daughter is visiting and she apparently just dropped something. Or the dog pushed something off the bed. I will have Zeus pictures to put in here. We will have waffle pictures to put in here. Because I got a rabbit. I don't think they know that, do they? Well, the Instagram knows.
Yeah.
So.
Sue got a rabbit.
Would you like the backstory? It's a great backstory. So, my husband has health issues, and I mentioned that before, and we have not gotten another animal since Toby passed away in 2021. He was our last dog. We usually have 2 dogs, 2 cats. Like, we've had 10 to 12 animals at one point. And I have been hounding him to get a cat. And he's like, nope, too much work. He goes, you might promise to take care of it, too much work. He's like, dog out of the question until if his health gets better. I was like, okay, fine. He gave in. He said, fine, you can have a hamster. You can have a hamster. But I don't want anything to do with it. I was like, okay, fine. Next day I was in the pet store because I was not waiting. I was not leaving any time in between. Walk into the pet store. Not many pet stores in Gatineau actually have animals. Did you know that?
Not a lot of the ones in Ottawa do.
Okay,
either.
so I found one and then later found another, but I found this one. And it was one that we used to go to when we used to get fish and stuff, but it had moved. So I go in and, heading towards the hamsters. They're this way. Well, guess what's right here? A pen full of bunnies. And I said to her, do you have any that will stay small and that are cuddly? Well, she takes this out, puts it right here. And literally the thing is this big. So, like, my hands are covering the whole thing. So I'm walking around the store going, it's just a really big hamster. He'll be fine. He'll accept it. Just a really big hamster. Meanwhile, there's a guy paying for some fish at the cash, and he just looks at me. He's like, if you can convince your husband that that's a really big hamster, I'll be very proud of you. So then I'm walking around, I'm like, okay, just give me everything I need. Cage, litter box, food, just I'll pay for it. And so I came home. Well, no, I got in the car and I sent him a text and I said, you're either going to really love me or really hate me. And he's like, oh, you got a hamster. And I said, well, ...
Kinda.
I waited for a few seconds and I went, it's a little bigger than a hamster, but I mean, it could be considered a really big hamster with some nice ears. And he didn't say anything. I get home, I'm like, can you come outside and help me? So we bring the cage in, and then he's like, you got a bunny, didn't you? And I'm like, no. Here, hold her while I set up her cage. And she was 8 to 9 weeks when we got her, so she's about 10 or 11 weeks now. We figure she was born between February 17th and 24th, which is very strange because those were that week. The 17th and the 23rd were his parents' birthdays. I was like, well, it's meant to be.
Yep, there you go.
So she's called Waffle. She is a Holland Lop bunny, and she's going to be about 4 to 5 pounds, maybe. She's all fur. She looks big, but she's not. As soon as you pick her up, it's like skin and bones.
Oh, yeah. And she's called Waffle because originally you thought she was...
Well, in French, it's called a Bélier, and Bélier means Belgium or Belgian. So I thought she was a Belgian bunny, so I called her a Belgian waffle. But a Holland, Netherlands waffle is fine too. So Liz got to hold her today. And all this week, my daughter has been here, so the cage has been downstairs with my husband. And all of a sudden, he's like, oh, it's my bunny. I've been spending more time with her. She's with me down here. Oh, I got the bunny out. Here's a picture of me with the bunny. So that's the news. We have a waffle. I have plenty of pictures if you follow me on Instagram.
And if you don't, follow her because the bunny pictures are worth it.
They are. So that's the news. So we've done the giveaway, we've done the coupon code, and you got something that's jumped off your needles.
I do actually have my own.
Oh yeah. Now that I know how to use mine.
Yeah. I have my own iPad. I could, instead of like sitting here going like this.
Oh, let's just get close to
No.
We were supposed to go out today, but we decided not to because we would have bought fabric that we really didn't need.
Neither one of us.
I've got like a rooster top here.
Oops.
No.
Okay. So yes, I actually have a faux, which you actually just saw me completely finishing. So this is the baby blanket that I've been working on. It is crib size-ish.
It will be perfect because kids knock things off their feet anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's perfect. It'd be crib size, bassinet, cover the baby in the car in the winter.
Yep.
I mean, it is white, but it's washable.
Yep. It's 100% acrylic.
Beautiful.
It's loops and thread is the yarn.
You cannot tell.
You can't. Like it does have a bit of that acrylic feel, but
not a lot.
Not
Once
a
she
lot.
washes it and dries it a few
Oh, yeah.
times, it's really nice.
It's soft, it's fluffy.
It is really nice. It's really pretty.
I
A
do
stitch
need
from
to-
hell, but hey,
Yeah.
a stitch from hell.
Yep.
Why did you decide white?
Julie.
Oh, she decided white. Okay.
Yeah, she decided white.
Because my brain was, first, you don't knit baby blankets. Second, if you know Liz, she doesn't do feather and fan. Third, she doesn't use acrylic. And then white.
Yeah. But one of my best friends, Julie, she's been my friend forever and a day. And I love her dearly. She's not a crafter, but she really, really appreciates crafty stuff.
Basically what she asks for.
She gets. Because she every couple of years she asks me for a baby blanket. Is pretty much
Not necessarily for her.
No. This is for her great niece. So her niece's daughter.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's a girl.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, white doesn't matter.
Yeah, because Julie told me, but it was a couple of weeks ago now, because they finally found out if it was a girl or a boy. I think it's a girl. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. But yeah,
Baby.
she wanted a baby blanket, and she wanted it in white, and this was the pattern she had found. It's actually a free pattern off of the Bernat website. It's the Bernat Softee knit baby blanket, because it was meant to be knit with their Softee.
They're softy chunky or softy something.
Yeah, it's a DK weight.
Mm.
And
The
I
pattern,
couldn't find it.
The pattern almost makes it feel like it's worsted. Like it's squishy.
Oh yeah, yeah. But the loops and thread Snuggly Wuggly is the name of the. Came in the right weight. Worked
Perfect.
well. And I figured out how to kind of sort of conquer the feather and fan, so it's not as bad as it used to be.
Stitch markers.
No.
You didn't use stitch markers?
No, because the pattern moves. Yeah, stitch markers don't work.
Okay.
But you count everything and
And recount.
But all of the yarn overs, it's 6 yarn overs in a yarn over knit one.
Mm-hmm.
And the third one in will always line up. It's the center line. So as long as
That lines up.
that lines up, so you count 3 yarn overs and check the one below it, 3 yarn overs, you're good, you're fine. If it doesn't line up, go back and figure it out.
Right away.
Yeah. Because it's not
Because you're
going
going
to
to
fix
notice it
itself.
10 rows later and go,
Yeah.
tinking down is not.
Doesn't happen with
No.
feather and fan.
No.
Because that's not going to fix it. That's
No.
the problem.
Exactly.
Cool. But yeah. So that's my faux.
There are no faux over here because it's been a month. I don't know what I've done. Kind of knitted on 2 things. Somebody's horn's going off.
It's not mine.
No, it's a weekly thing, daily thing sometimes. So we have some needle to needle whips. Want me to go first?
Sure.
Okay. So I have the Musselburgh hat, which is,
It's almost a faux.
it is almost. This is the Shipwreck colorway by my Yarny Corner. She dyed this up and I said, I need a skein, you need a skein from your shop, and let's knit it together. Of course, she finished hers like eons ago. And I am on the decreases. So the Musselburgh hat is by Isolda Teague. And any way to yarn. Basically, you take whatever yarn you want to use with the needles, you knit about 1 inch, and then you measure gauge, and then she has a chart that tells you how many stitches to do for whatever size. So yeah, I'm almost there. And what I did was I knit till I had 9 grams of yarn. Because Alex knit hers, closed it off, and had 9 grams left. So I figured if I knit till I had 9 grams, I might use some of this. There won't be much left. And that is in one of my yellow petal handmade bags that I got. It's just a green on the inside. It had a handle, but I don't know where it is, but it's really cute.
It is.
I'm buying smaller bags now for a sock project or a hat project or or, sorry, I'm reaching. These are from, I'll have to link it, but like this little tiny one, it's like notions.
Yeah.
It's perfect for notions.
I have a bunch of like the little tiny ones that I use. I don't use most of them for knitting. Actually, probably 99% of them I
Other
don't use
things.
They're the bags that go in my purse. So they've got, you know, it's the bag that got my meds in it, my, you know, lip balm and emery boards and whatnot.
Yeah. So, and then, of course, I have one that's just a, you know, little bigger.
And of course, now I'm looking at the pattern going, ooh, mushrooms.
Well, it's got the bees and the mushrooms, but I also have an iPad and a, well, that's a book cover, but I have an iPad. I use it for my iPad and a Kindle cover. And she told me where to buy this fabric. So if you seem to need this, I can get you the fabric.
Cool.
But yeah, I tend to go a little overboard when I like stuff, but no, it's really cute.
And I've developed a thing for mushrooms.
And the mushrooms, I have stitch markers upstairs for you because they didn't make it into your birthday gift.
Oh,
Speaking of birthday gifts.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
We'll get to that later, Stash. So, yeah, Musselburgh. What are you knitting on?
I mean, it's in the round, so there's not really anywhere to stop. This is a very, there's no way to really make it stretch out.
Let me just...
The pattern is, where'd it go? Race the Wind. It's by Drops, so Gar Studio. It's Drops Designs.
Drops Garn.
Drops Garn, thank you. I don't normally knit their patterns because they're European patterns. Race the Wind.
Okay, go ahead.
They're European patterns, so they're designed, they have a lot less instructions in them. They assume you know what you're doing, which I mean...
Oh, I have a cardigan version too.
They do. I've been knitting for close to 40 years, so I should probably be okay with these. But Selma, this is all your fault. Yes, that's what I'm knitting. I'm going to knit it as tunic length though.
Mm-hmm. But there's a cardigan version too.
There is. But I want the t-shirt.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just like options for people.
Yes.
It's not all about you.
But yeah, Selma, this is all your fault. I decided that because their designs for some reason are all bottom up. I hate bottom up. Mm-hmm. Because then I can't lengthen it easily because then I don't know how much yarn I will need.
Oh, so she said to do a bottom top down?
Yeah.
And you figured it out?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what she does. She does not like bottom up. That fact alone, and people don't realize, just reverse engineer it and...
Yeah. There was math.
There's some math, but I mean, if you have someone who can help you with the math, it usually works.
There was math at like 10 o'clock at night. My math skills are on a good day. Yep. 10 o'clock on a weeknight is the wrong time of day.
Did you get the math right?
So far, yes.
Okay.
And then...
is that a hard lace pattern?
No, actually, it's dead simple once I realized that I had to flip it. Because I just started doing the lace pattern from the top of the chart down. You can't do that.
You have to flip that.
Yeah. So what I did is it's a diamond pattern. And I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Sorry, I'm being nosy.
Go for it. It doesn't really matter if it's up or down. Mm-hmm. So this is technically flipped from how it is in the pattern, but I don't really care.
Doesn't matter.
I like
lace
how
is lace, right?
Lace is lace. It looks good.
Mm-hmm.
So it will have the fluttery sleeves on it. I'll probably put the designer on the bottom.
Oh, that'll be like really nice.
Yeah.
Like just above the knee length?
I don't know. It depends on how much...
Oh, yeah, yarn. This is cotton.
No, it's 50... I had the thing here a minute ago. Oh, there it is. It's Patton's Hemster. So it is 55 hemp, 45 cotton.
Oh, very nice.
Basically, it was on a really, really good discount at Wool Time, which is
I
kind of
find
our
linen
local store.
hard to knit with and straight cotton hard to knit with. But when you get a blend, is it easier?
sometimes.
Like, is there a blend that like does have some stretch to it?
Not when you're doing like cotton, linen, hemp.
Okay.
If you throw wool in there or silk, there is. Mm-hmm. This feels like you're knitting with like like there is no.
I have enough. Keep talking. I have a whip that I put away because my daughter's dog. Yarn.
Yeah, those three have there's no real stretch to them. So, but yeah, I got 10 balls for $20. And I bought 2 packages. So
10 balls for $20 wool time?
Yeah. Our local yarn store, or one of them, has a discount section. That's fabulous.
Yeah.
Like I've gotten things for like sweater quantities for
like I have a
20,
sweater quantity
$30.
of this green yarn I bought. It was like $20 like for 10 balls, and you're just like, yes please.
Yeah.
So speaking of wool time, my friend Shani, who was a swap partner with me in the Crazy Sock Lady private group, and we become friends and we talk all the time, and apparently, so she lives in Kingston, and apparently she's moving to Ottawa. I think it's for work. She just finished her PhD, but she came to
Congrats
Ottawa.
on that?
Yeah. I think she's finished, yeah. And she's like, I came to Ottawa because, I'm like, you didn't tell me. She's like, well, it was a there and back kind of trip for a conference or something, but she went to wool time. And she was like, I will go there just for that store. And I'm like, you do realize that there's a sale section? And she's like, no, I did not. And she's like, but they have crust. I'm like, they have everything. And she's like, and I'm like, that will be your local yarn store pretty soon. Like, it's going to be awesome. But when she does move, or when she does come down for an extended period of time between now and September, I told her we'd go on a yarn call.
Okay.
I mean,
why not? There's several very good yarn stores in
so yeah.
There's 3 out our end. 3, 4?
Wabi Sabi.
You'll Knit.
You Knits You'll Love. There is Wool Time. There's the one here, which is
which I haven't been to yet.
No, I haven't been into it. I bought from them online. Something brioche. I can't remember. It's literally 5 minutes from my house, and I've never been in the store, but I bought during COVID. Are we going for a little tour into the local yarn store after?
Yeah, apparently.
Hashtag broke.
Yeah. Neither one of us is going to the yarn store today because we're
very responsible adults. I went, yeah, both my kids needed money, so I'm kind of hashtag broke, and we just had to deposit for a heater for our pool, which is going to cost in the excess of $7,000.
We're 2 weeks away from
Knit City. I want to be able to pay for the hotel.
Yeah, we're 2 weeks from Knit
Even
City.
if I can't buy anything, I want to pay for the hotel and I want to pay for food.
Yeah, you know, the essentials.
The visa will be paid off, so I'll be good. But yeah, I don't. You're really gonna have to rein me in there because I don't. I want the. Oh, we're going on a tangent. Let's just continue with knitting and talk about this stuff later. At the end.
If you're going to Knit City,
we're gonna be there.
We'll be there.
We might even have matching T-shirts on.
That was my mistake.
Yeah, we'll get into that later.
Sorry, not sorry.
So the next thing I have, you want me to go next?
Sure.
Okay, on the needles is, I finished one eons ago. This is a gradient yarn that Alex made. So what she did is she had sock blanks. She dyed it up and then she separated them. Is it in here? Yeah. She separated them into cakes. I've kind of jury-rigged it so that I have this and then the heel. So this is the Library Socks pattern by the Kitchen Sink Shop. It is free. And I'm doing a few at a time. I'm not like rushing, but this pattern is just, it's super easy, knits and purls. Super easy.
So it's something you can memorize.
Yep. I can look at it, and if I can look at it and memorize it, you can. Let's just say that. And
oh yeah, I should probably point out the this pattern. It's only 2 pattern rows.
Oh.
Well, I should clarify that. It's technically 4 pattern rows, but 2 of them are the same. They're just offset. So once you figure out, like once you know how to read it, it's real easy to.
This is called Turtle Island. I just love this part.
Yes.
It's very nice. And she doesn't do gradients. It's kind of like self-striping. She's like, yeah, it's just too much work. So that was my next whip. And
I guess we're getting into mine again then.
yeah, I have to add the blanket thing I cast on because, you know, me.
So I had shown the pattern kit last time as
This thing's amazing.
part of my stash. It's from Lily and Grace, who are in Texas, and this is the what it is called, Castle in the Sky. It's a stitch along right now. She does have like the patterns, the kits, and everything up for previous ones, so you can just buy the full kit. And I am, as you can probably tell, on the flowers down here. I'm several weeks behind. She's on week 5. I'm still working on week 2.
Yeah, but you've got the videos, right?
Oh yeah, the videos are all up on YouTube, and then there's PDFs that you download along the way, so I've got those.
Because it's like exclusive access because you bought the...
No, actually. It doesn't really make much sense. There's no point to it.
Okay.
Like the PDFs and everything are exclusive access. Like you have to have bought.
Yes.
But I know for the older ones, and I believe for this one as well, once it's done, you can basically buy just the PDF that will have everything in it. It doesn't come with the kit, but it's got like the design that you can trace.
Oh, yeah. So if you have stuff in your stash.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
so,
my God. Just the fact that the castle looks shiny in parts.
Well, that's actually not part of the original pattern.
Oh, that's a Liz.
That's a Liz addition. That's actually thanks to my mother.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to look at it closer.
It is actually, it's metallic thread for the...
But this, like, just if you...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, look at it from here. It looks like it's
looks shiny. It is... The pattern was designed to have hand-dyed thread used, and she like shows you how to dye it and everything like that's part of the kit. I didn't want to have to dye, so I'm doing it without the hand dyed, so I'm substituting in some cases.
Okay.
So like I don't know how well it's showing. These are actually purple metallic is the...
Yeah, you can kind of tell, but if you put it closer, they could probably...
Yeah, there you go. You can see. It's 3 colors of purple metallic thread, which my mother found for me because I'd gone out shopping with Mom and we were in Michael's because I was looking for different colors because I didn't like...
The plain.
It wasn't that I didn't like the plain, it was that one of them, just my head, it didn't work.
Okay.
It was off in my head, so I didn't like how it looked, so I was just looking for a different 3 set to do. And Mom's like...
What about these?
Here, metallics. Sold.
It's kind of perfect for the top.
Oh, yeah. And I actually picked out some other spots with a different purple. And then things like these leaves up here, because they were actually dyed. So they were a variegated because of the dye. I just found a variegated that I liked and used it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So all 3 of these, I think, are different variegateds. I don't think any of those are the originals.
Huh, I like it. But I mean, making it your own is like knitting, right?
Yep. So as I'm going, I keep ending up. Luckily, I live near a Michael's, so I'll just go after work or whatever.
Luckily.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, it's a Michael's, Chapters, and an IKEA combo.
With the Starbucks?
Yeah. It's kind of the trifecta of problematic for yours truly.
Yeah.
But it gets me out of the house, so I'll go and like buy like 2 hanks of skein, 2 hanks of DMC thread.
Exactly.
So it's like it's a $2 trip as long as I don't go into Chapters and buy coffee.
Or look at anything else in the store.
Pretty much. I'm pretty good with Michael's with not because I like looking at like their displays of like the random stuff that they've got kicking around.
Mm-hmm. But I always go through the that sale section they have with all the bins.
Yeah, the one at my store is not very good.
Oh, ours is pretty good.
But yeah, so I've been doing that on and off in the evenings. That's kind of my thing right now. So this is my I'm in meetings project.
So the other thing I have is I cast on a Tunisian simple stitch crochet, and it's a blanket for the bunny. She has a t-shirt on her ledge, and she's always like digging, and we're always having to flatten the t-shirt. And so Sean measured it, and it's like a 9 by 12. So basically I want it to be this like double thick. Because, I mean, single it's fine, but if you do it double.
Oh, yeah.
Squish factor. So I just went in stash, and some of the stuff I bought when I was with you, I'm holding 3 strands together. Bulky and a Tunisian crochet hook, and this is the set that, my Knitter's Pride set that hubby got me. So it works. What is this, a size? It's an M, so it's a 13. You always have to go up a couple sizes than you would normally do, or otherwise you won't be able to get the hook through. But so yeah.
Oh, that's what I forgot to bring. I took a weaving course.
Weaving course. What is it you said? It's weaving. It's just
it's
a different kind of weaving, so it falls in the same.
Yeah, it's not a new hobby. It's just an extension of a current hobby.
But that you can use all kinds of yarn for.
Yeah.
How did that go?
Quite well, actually.
Good.
And I forgot to bring the finished, because we made a little hanging, a wall hanging. Because I do loom, like full size. I have a floor loom, so I do full size like shuttle loom weaving. And this is more what you were doing with the peg loom.
Yeah.
So it's, I've forgotten what it's called, but it's
tapestry.
Tapestry weaving, thank you. I don't know why I forgot that.
Which reminds me, I've got to get those looms out because somebody may have asked me for more tea towels, Bente. So, yeah, it's tapestry.
Yeah. So I'd never done tapestry weaving, and one of our local stores, Fabrications, which also
5
quite
minutes
good.
From her house.
Yeah, also dangerous, because they have yarn, and they have embroidery supplies, and they have a lot of fabric. Yeah,
knitting, sewing. It's a stitcher's dream.
Yep. But they have some really good courses, so I took it there on a Saturday or on a Sunday morning or whatever, and it was really quite fun. But I completely forgot to bring it with me, so that'll be a faux for next time.
Yeah. What am I looking for? Right. Well, you can keep talking.
Oh, okay.
I have one more whip, but I can't remember. I'll put the pattern in when
show notes.
Show notes, yeah. So, are you done?
Yep.
Okay. So this is the last one I've been stitching, and this, I think I showed it last time. I had just begun.
Yeah, because you'd just done like the frog, I think.
Oh.
Or something.
Maybe. Anyway, so it's Witch's Brew, and this is going to be a cauldron, and this is part of the witch's feet. And now I'm in like the black section of hell. And I had started doing it about here, and I was like, something is wrong. Like the purple is not like popping. It's because I was just using the darker purple around the light purple. It should have been the black that goes around the dark purple. So
that'd do it.
Yeah, so this is my, what do you call these, scroll frames?
Yep.
So I was using the round ones like her. But any fabric that's sticking out drives me absolutely mad. So I pulled these out. Yeah, that I can't. So I pulled these out, and so I'm just using them like this, and then with the magnet things that kind of stretches, it actually works quite well.
Yep.
I was going to buy like a stand to put them on, but the one I was looking at, Sean's like, we can make that, like for whenever. I do have a stand, but I'm only going to use that for the really big one. And so that is my last, and it's just there. That's my last whip. I do have stash.
Yeah, that's my last one, because I'm not going to show the other one though.
Okay. So
it's more embroidery, but it's kind of boring because I don't really have anything done on it.
Okay. Stash. So Ginger Snap had a sale, because that's what they do. And if you bought a certain amount of money, you got extras. So I bought...
Just a few things.
I only bought 2 things. This is what I bought. The rest was extras. So I bought this. It's called the Honeybee Worsted Weight Mini Snap. Try not to crinkle too much. Obviously, you can see why I like it.
If it's bees, she'll buy it. If it's pugs, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
And apparently mushrooms.
And then, well, this is called the Lucky AF Deluxe Sock Set. So, and it came with these stitch stoppers. And my husband's Irish. So, is that stunning or is that stunning? That's like a really dark green.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then the extras that I got was a mini snap, which I forgot to show. Hold on, where'd it go?
What are you missing now?
The green tube that I made. Yeah.
No, you mean the one that's under the yellow stuff?
This. It kind of matches. It's the same yarn. I cranked a tube for hubby, so. So that's like the mini snap. And then they sent this one. It's called Lettuce Leaf. Isn't that stunning? I'm thinking of making the Titty Gaga socks with this. From Nancy.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. And then there was Progress Keepers. So, to boldly go where no man has gone before. There's a UK car.
It's a mini.
It's a mini. A Smurf. Or is that Smurfette? That's a Smurf.
It's a Strumpf.
Then we've got Lisa Simpson.
The Smurfs in German, always.
And then I think this is a Corgi.
Let me see. Yes, that's a Corgi.
So that was all little extras, so, you know. Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
What's your stash?
So this is on her wish list, and
she hands me this. I'm like, this is on my wish list. She's like, I know.
But it's not for her, it's for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's this book by Emily Ferris. It's Paint with Thread, so it is embroidery, because that seems to be my thing lately.
And we all know why it's on my wish list.
Yeah, because
B.
But it has a bunch of really beautiful designs in it, and has a lot of really good like illustrations, information. I'm going to try not to show.
They can't see that.
No. But it's got a lot of really good information, and
mushrooms.
It has a bunch of mushroom ones. So between the two of them, I needed to buy it. This book is also lovely because at the back, it has all of the patterns on just single sheets, single-sided, that are actually meant to be removed.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do what you need to get the pattern onto your fabric.
It's stunning.
It is. That one is actually really cool, and I really do like the design. So
let's look at that one. They have a really big photo of it, I think, inside.
Do they? Okay.
I think so.
But yeah, I've been. Oh, there we go.
And it's all like the pictures, like it's like a step by step.
Oh yeah,
step.
It is. She's got really, really good instructions. Like the written instructions are good. The pictures are good. Everything I've heard about the book was really good. And my local chapters, the same one that I get in trouble with on a regular basis, because
Liz.
Yeah. Had it, so I went in and looked at it, and yeah, it came home with me.
It's nice to be able to go in and look at a book.
It is, especially books like that.
Well, yeah, and I mean, you look at it like you order everything on Amazon. It's like, yeah, you can't. Sometimes there's a look inside feature, but a lot of times there's not. So now that I've seen it, I'll be like, I'll change my wish list to go birthday, because I'm not allowed to touch my wish list anymore. I think because my birthday's coming.
Yeah, and I have a very, very extensive collection of ebooks. Like if it's fiction, even a lot of non-fiction books. I buy them as ebooks because then I literally have my entire library with me at all times. It's great. But I don't buy books like that as ebooks. I buy them as physical copies because I found the physical copies tend to work better. There's a couple of them that I found that I want from the Royal Embroidery Society, Royal Society of Embroidery, the Guild in the UK.
Yes.
That's like,
it's the top notch.
yeah. They've put out a bunch of books, and the ebooks just are not the same. They're supposed to be, but they're not.
They're just not. And I mean, tactical when you're those kind of books, right?
It's not even the tactile. It's the way they're printed is nowhere near the same. Like, I downloaded samples of a few of them, and there is no way that these would have passed a publisher for a physical book.
For an ebook. Oh, for a physical book.
For a physical book. They obviously did for the ebook, but the ebook is not. No.
So I wanted to show what my daughter gave me for an early Mother's Day gift because she won't be here next weekend. So I got the Best Mom slippers, and then I've got my favorite child gave me this mug, and there's a little heart on the inside. And she's like, it's a super small mug. And my husband's like, does she not know you? I'm like, well, it's going to hold pens. That's what it's going to do now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, like we said, we'll be at Knit City, Toronto in 2 weeks. We'll be there for Friday and Saturday and probably Sunday morning.
Yep. And we'll be going to both events. So Stephanie Pearl McPhee on Friday night, and then, or is that Saturday night?
No, the Stephanie Pearl McPhee is Friday night.
And then there's an event on Saturday.
Is there?
Oh, I don't think we're doing the Saturday.
No,
one.
we're not.
I chose the Saturday one. I don't think I wanted to go to the. I can't remember what it was. And
it's the Friday one we're going to. We're not going to the Saturday.
Yeah,
one.
and my daughter lives there. She has a friend there, so Saturday night we'll probably split up and go
visit people.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you see us, come say hi.
I'm trying to think of something I can something we can give to people if we see them, and I'm blanking on. I mean, I'm crafty. I can make anything. So I'm not sure. We'll see.
Yep.
So
and I'm kind of debating whether, because I'm in a wheelchair at these events, so I'm kind of debating whether or not I should have like one of those big Mylar balloons.
Yeah. You didn't sew your sheep.
Oh,
yeah, the Meg Myler So yesterday there was a conversation going, what is your favorite font? And she's like, blah, blah, blah. And here's the t-shirt thing. She's like, oh, you're making us t-shirts for Knit City? I'm like, well, I can, but that's not what this is.
That wasn't
for.
where we were going, but
and
okay.
She's like, well, what do you mean? I like cursive for this, and I like this for this. And I'm just like, just tell me your favorite. I had bought this months ago. Bought us both one. Okay, so it's a sheep that holds yarn and has a pin cushion and little... And
there's pockets. And it's
on
got
the
yarn
thing,
in it.
you could get it customized. And it said, and so in the square, I said, please leave
blank.
Please leave blank. So they printed leave blank. So heat transfer vinyl it was, and well, the name moved when I was putting it on.
That's okay.
So it's dated minute. It's the cutest thing ever.
It is. It really is.
Sorry, I cut you off there.
Yeah, that's okay. I have no idea what I was saying anyway.
Me
So
neither.
I think it's time to go.
Yeah, well, there's my phone. So comment below. What is your favorite tea pattern that you go to every summer, spring,
Whatever.
fall, whatever? And
use the word summer in the comments.
yes, because I use that to
Filter?
the comment picker, the filter.
So
yeah.
down below on YouTube, comment and use the word.
I mean, if you want to win, use the word summer. If you don't, just comment. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
And we will see you in a month.
We will.
This monthly thing has been working. I'm liking it. No stress. And I'm just watching my husband work outside this whole time.
Yep.
I don't feel bad at all. So anyhow, that is it. And
We'll see you in a month.
Bunny pics will be in there. We will have puppy pics in there, and yeah, we'll see you in a month. We'll have Knit City footage. Hopefully we can get some footage. So have a great weekend. Happy May the 4th. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Yeah.